Israel's attack on Lebanon. Nigerians in Diaspora Commission urges Nigerians to consider leaving. Quest for Net Zero 2060. Ministry of Environment calls for collective responsibility. Federal government commences distribution of 2,000 CNG tricycles to youths nationwide. Hello and welcome to the News Desk at 3 on Nta News24. We are live in Abuja. I am Nta Daniels. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has departed Abuja for the United Kingdom for a 2-week vacation as part of his yearly leave. The president departed through the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport at about 2:30 p.m. this Wednesday. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, and Chief of Staff, Femi Gbajabiamila, were among the top government functionaries that bade the president farewell. A statement by the presidential advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, indicates that the president will spend the 2 weeks as a working vacation and a retreat to reflect on his administration's economic reforms. He is expected to return after the leave expires. The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NITCOM, has advised Nigerians resident in Lebanon to consider moving out of the country now that commercial flights are still in operation. The Commission, in a statement by its Director of Media, Public Relations and Protocols, says information from the Nigerian community in Lebanon indicates that most Nigerians have relocated from the southern part and are now relatively safe, but wants them to keep safe until the ceasefire is in place. He emphasized that no Nigeria has witnessed any form of accident or injury and equally tells them to remain safe while the war lasts. He advised them to liaise with the Nigerian Embassy in Lebanon for necessary guidance regarding their safety and be rest assured that their welfare and safety is of utmost concern to President Bola Tinubu. The federal government says it will embark on cultural diplomacy to deepen the outcome of Nigeria's outing at the 79th United Nations General Assembly. The Minister of Art, Culture and Creative Economy, Hannatu Musa, says this will be hinged on the 8-point agenda presented during engagements with member countries in New York. She was speaking along with other guests on Good Morning Nigeria while reviewing Nigeria's participation at the global event. Oluseyi Adeabo reports.
I projected this vision that we had, and if you saw the interest that we had from specific countries as to working with Nigeria to create this fantastic ecosystem because they want to be part of the wave that Nigeria is having. We have signed an MOU with Big Win, who are investing $2 million for job creation, because we are creating 2 million jobs by 2027 for the young creatives.
For the other guests on the program, the call by President Bola Tinubu for the United Nations to deepen relations among member states tops expected gains for many participating countries from the global meeting, as Nigeria also expects improved investments, which will create more job opportunities and enhance youth development.
And after he finished interacting with the U.S. Chambers of Commerce, for instance, that was when we got our own first positive cake coming out from the union, in which U.S. Chamber of Commerce contributed a whopping $320 million for Nigeria, for our health challenges, for our women empowerment.
The guest also spoke on the President Tinubu's independence broadcast, describing the president as a visionary and forward-thinking leader whose sustainability plans will help reposition the country, asking Nigerians to be supportive and patient.
It's not a president that wants to be popular. This is a president that wants to be effective and a president that wants to do something in the best interest of Nigeria. And this is what I see, and even culminating from his speech, the announcement of a youth conference. Whoever thought of something like that? I mean,
in Abuja, Olusheye Adiagbo, Nta News.
The Katsina State government has taken a significant step towards improving healthcare delivery in the state with the inauguration of a sickle cell center at the Katsina General Hospital. The center, established under the pet project of the state governor's wife, Zulayat Diko Rada, provides crucial counseling and treatment for patients. Awal Haliru reports.
The inauguration marks the commencement of the free drugs distribution to sickle cell patients across the 3 senatorial districts of the state. The initiative aims to alleviate the financial burden on parents and ensure that patients receive necessary treatment. Governor Dukorada highlighted the importance of genotype testing before marriage to minimize mortality rates. This emphasis underscores the state government's commitment to preventive measures and education.
Let me assure you of Katsina State continued support, commitment in the implementation of all programs that will touch the lives and well-being of the people in the state.
The wife of the governor, Zulayat Dukorada, announced plans to expand the center, providing monthly free drugs to benefit more patients.
For the successful operation of this center, there is provision for patient triage, consultation, and basic laboratory services. All these service delivery points have to require human resources and equipment for optimal service delivery.
By launching the center and free drugs distribution program, the Katsina State government is taking concrete steps towards improving healthcare outcomes and reducing the burden of sickle cell disease on families and communities. The traditional institution has also pledged support for health-related programs aimed at uplifting citizens' living conditions. The inauguration and free drug distribution are part of activities marking this year's Sickle Cell Awareness Week in the state. These coordinated efforts demonstrate the state government's dedication to addressing the healthcare needs of its citizens. I'm Awal Haliru, Nta News.
A joint action for democracy, a coalition of some political parties and civil society organizations, is urging the National Judicial Council to look into cases of arbitrary ex parte judgments in political issues in the country. National coordinator of the group, High Chief Peter Ame, who is also the National Secretary of the Coalition of United Political Parties, expressed deep discontent regarding what he described as apparent silence of relevant authorities.
We stand united in our call for accountability within our judicial system. The integrity of our court must be preserved if we are to maintain faith in democracy. We all just stakeholders in Nigeria legal system to join us in safeguarding our democracy.
And the federal government has commenced nationwide distribution of 2,000 compressed natural gas, CNG, powered tricycles to some beneficiaries in Abuja. Olayinka Ojo reports that the event is part of activities to mark Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary.
In Nigeria today, there are more than 80 million commercial tricycles and motorcycle owners and riders. An implementation of the presidential CNG initiative is to reduce the cost of transportation for Nigerians as well as enhance economic well-being by reducing dependence on premium motor spirits and expenditure on federal government fuel subsidy.
Thousands of youths across our country will be employed, not just in the operation of these tricycles, but also in the maintenance.
If you look at the budget of various ministries, departments and agencies, it contains a reasonable proportion of youth projects in their respective budgets.
Yesterday, we released 122 billion naira to 6 investors that are investing in the gas sector.
For the Tricycle Association members, the empowerment will not only lift their livelihood,
but will also support the administration's goal of job creation, poverty, alleviation, and environmental sustainability.
For the youth development ministers, plans are already in place to increase the number of CNG tricycles from 2,000 to 5,000 and will be distributed across states of the Federation and the FCT.
We are ready to hit the road and nothing but to hit the road.
This intervention will serve as a great relief to our people.
This event is in line with keeping to the promise of President Bola Tinubu to empower Nigerian youths for self-reliance. Olainka Ojo, Nta News.
The global initiative of decarbonizing the Earth in a bid to achieve net zero by 2060 may remain only a target if collective efforts are not tailored towards achieving the goal. Minister of State for Environment, Dr. Isiaq Salako, at the Go Green Initiative to mark Nigeria's 64th independence, believes tree planting and deployment of technology will have a huge impact on timely realization of the set targets. Charles Halfer reports.
There is a saying that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. This epitomizes the huge impact trees combined with smart climate technologies can have on the alien planet if the collective effort on the ongoing green initiative is sustained. The Ministry of Environment, AK Connect, and their partners acknowledge the need to promote environmentally sustainable initiatives and are using the occasion of the 64th anniversary of Nigeria's independence to commence planting of 1,000 economic trees by engaging students at the University of Abuja to protect the planet and promote nature-based solutions while also connecting people through decarbonization to meet the net zero target.
It's not just an activity, it's a mandate, and we are committed to it, and we are committed to the global initiative of decarbonizing the earth while protecting the planet.
Highlighting the importance of trees, Minister of State for Environment, Dr. Isiaq Salako, said this initiative aligns with the ministry's target of planting 6 million trees this year and President Bola Tinubu's sustainable forest management and conservation efforts.
Our strength in Africa is nature, and that is why we have always promoted nature-based solutions like tree planting that we're doing, but we cannot but also utilize technology, carbon capture technology are very critical.
The groups are confident these collective efforts will go a long way in meeting the environmental and health needs of students in tertiary institutions. Charles Alpha, Nta News.
This is the news desk at 3 on Nta News24. Time for a breather. More reports in just a moment. Thanks for joining us again. As Nigeria celebrates 64th independence anniversary with the theme Honoring the Past, Inspiring the Future, defense correspondent Olajide Bello delves into the successes recorded by the Air Force under the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the past 12 months.
Structured as a conventional Air Force but faced with unconventional adversaries and operations in counterinsurgency, counter-terrorism, anti-banditry and kidnapping necessitated a pragmatic approach and general overhauling of platforms as well as enhanced training of personnel in contemporary air operations.
November Golf Romeo 913, Charlie 130, requesting register for Makodi.
With renewed vigor to fortify national security and inspire a resilient Air Force ready to meet with Nigeria's air power demand, the Chief of the Air Staff on assumption of office ran a detailed scan on NAF activities in the areas of operations, logistics, engineering and administration, with priority on aircraft operations with a view to enhance efficiency and effectiveness.
I've had the T-129 attack helicopters, which we have deployed Operation Delta Safe, and since deployment a couple of months back, we have had a very positive impact in that theater of operations as a result of the injection of these helicopters, because of what they are bringing on board: new technology, precision guided weapons with ability to carry out intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance that really make the conduct of operations more effective and more efficient.
The Nigerian Air Force has enhanced its combat operations with advanced training, integration of unmanned aerial vehicle with precision weaponry, new platforms, infrastructure upgrades, improved base defense intelligence integration to enhance operational efficiency and high premium on safety standards.
We have the AH-1 Zulu attack helicopters. The federal government has procured 12 of them coming into the system. That will give a major boost in the conduct of our operations. We also have the trackers. Additional 10 are coming. We just got 2 this year, but between now and next year, additional 10 are coming. The M346 has already been procured. We are just waiting for the first deliveries to come into the inventory of Nigerian Air Force. And the federal government procured 24 of these airplanes for the Nigerian Air Force.
Overhauling of airfield infrastructure like Kaduna Military Airfield, which plays significant role to air component of the Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Wild Punch, with instrument landing system, distant measuring equipment, comprehensive runway lighting system, is with a view to ensure round-the-clock air operations. Adoption of predictive maintenance culture has seen many grounded platforms brought back to flying status, and also the establishment of an intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance maintenance workshop.
Not only is it saving money for the Nigerian Air Force, but it's also giving a very strong boost to our operations, because in the past we send the camera out, can take 6 months before this camera comes back. Within that period, you cannot have that ISR function for that particular platform. But now, within days, we can carry out this maintenance in our workshop, and the camera goes back on board the airplane, and then it continues flying.
The 22nd Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, is reiterating the NAV's commitment to providing superior air support and intelligence with a view to combating insecurity to the barest in the country. Olajude Bello, Nta News.
From West Africa's sub-regional organization, the successes recorded by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, since inception are largely because of the invaluable contribution and support of Nigeria, its host country. And as the country marks 64th independence anniversary, the president of the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Omar Aliyu Toure, says Nigeria's leadership role will be more strategic to propel the regional bloc into a future of political stability and prosperity. Calvin Ewanaye reports.
It was a gathering of Nigerian community in ECOWAS to celebrate the nation's 64th independence anniversary. Essentially not for speeches, but an appreciation message to the event by the president of ECOWAS Commission set the tune for the celebration, where members of Nigerian community at the ECOWAS Commission came together in unison to back their country's ability to emerge stronger from its current challenges into a global and continental economic giant.
We congratulate the Nigerians that are working here because they are the bedrock of the organization. We have identified some of them that have been performing incredibly well in ensuring that the organization is meeting its objective.
As Nigerians, we have every right to celebrate more successes. We shouldn't be emphasizing more of problems. Nigeria has made tremendous progress.
It is an opportunity for us to celebrate our country, to appreciate the effort and the sacrifices of our forefathers, and to be able to build a legacy for the younger generations that are coming behind us.
It was also used to recognize and honor some members of the Nigerian community in ECOWAS who have served the Commission Association diligently. In Abuja, Kelvin Ewonwaye, Nta News.
From West Africa to Southern Africa, the ambassador of Botswana to Nigeria, Filda Nani Kereng, has called for stronger economic collaborations between Nigeria and Botswana to foster shared prosperity in the continent. This was at the event organized in Abuja to commemorate the 58th independence anniversary of Botswana. Suleiman Abdul Wahab reports.
It was a celebration of resilience and proud national identity for Botswana nationalities as they roll out the drums to celebrate their 58 years of nationalhood with the full complement of their cultural heritage on display, with ambassadors and nationals across the globe coming together to celebrate the significant political milestone of the Botswana nation.
I'm celebrating some milestones because I have already started talking with critical stakeholders. And last week on Monday, we had a business breakfast meeting with stakeholders in business, giving them information about Botswana investment opportunities, and together we joined one spirit to say we can work together as the two countries. What does it do? Changing the narratives about Nigeria. Nigerians sometimes at home, people think this is not a place to be, and things like that.
And this is something that is good for Africa, that a country like Botswana is making a lot of achievements, producing quality diamonds. It can show that, it shows you that in the 58 years of independence, Botswana has traveled a lot. It has achieved a lot, made concrete advances and achievements in various fields. Today, Southern Africa is happy because we are taking our diamonds to Botswana.
This celebration, incidentally, almost tallies with Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary. In an atmosphere of decency, friends and political affiliates gather to celebrate, network and further bonds for the progress of Nigeria and Botswana.
Botswana, trade and investment, and of course I know the relationship they have with Nigeria and what they export and, into the country and what we export to them as well. So they have this very close-knit business relationship, which is so encouraging.
We also celebrate with them because when we were struggling in our own country against apartheid, this is one of the countries that was actually hosting us.
The Botswanan cultural and traditional game came alive in full swing at the events, showcasing a rich blend of their food, dance and other cultural display all in one. As the celebration winds down, ambassadors and friends of the host nation join in cutting the symbolic anniversary cake. This joyful moment reflects the unity and pride of the nation. In Abuja, Suleiman Abdul Wahab, Nta News.
Foreign news is next.
The United Nations Security Council voted unanimously to extend the mandate of the Kenyan-led multinational force helping to tackle gang violence in Haiti after brushing off a call from Haiti to start talks on transforming it into a UN peacekeeping mission. It was revealed that China and Russia succeeded in eliminating the paragraph in the resolution that acknowledged the call by the president of Haiti's Transitional Presidential Council to the United Nations General Assembly to start a discussion on moving to a UN peacekeeping force. Nearly 400 Kenyan officers are now in Haiti, joined by nearly 24 police officers and soldiers from Jamaica. The officers fall significantly short of the 2,500 pledged by various countries, including Chad, Benin, Bangladesh, and Barbados, for the mission. It is also seriously short of funding. The U.S. Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield told the Security Council that the 15-0 vote sends a strong message to the people of Haiti that the world is standing with them and remain unwavering in efforts to help restore security and stability and put the country on the path of stability. She said additional financial contributions are urgently needed for the multinational force and also called on council members to heed Haiti's call for a UN-funded peacekeeping operation.
And that concludes the News Desk at 3 on Nta News24. Thank you for watching.